What's up, guys? I'm back finally. It's been what, 10 days since I made my last video, so I just wanted to post some content for you guys to enjoy, show you guys a few snakes, also maybe show you guys the new rack that I got from a buddy of mine. I love this rack, so when the opportunity came, he made it available, I said, yeah, I'm going to take it. So but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys new content this week and show you guys a few snakes and just what's been going on here lately at headquarters. So all right, let's go ahead and get this video started. All right, so this rack right here is new to me, but this is actually a really old rack. It's about 10 years old. It was built by a friend of mine locally here in California, the city I live, so Roseville. And it's a 20 tub rack made out of wood, stained, sealed, and it's got an old Spider Robotics Herbstat in there built in. And I mean, this, for a 10-year-old rack, this whole is holding up pretty well. So for those you guys that have a question, why is that 95? That's directly on the heat tape. And if you actually do a heat check, heat gun there, it's 86. She's on the hot spot, but 82, she's around 82 degrees, 83. She's actually going to be in shed. So, but yeah. So I use a temp gun all the time, so I adjust as needed. But if like this one right here, 84, 91, 89 on the hot spot. So stays like that. And if it's colder, warmer, I usually make some adjustments, but usually for this one, this is fairly new, so I may have to make some adjustments as it gets colder, the ambient temperature. But my ambient temperature right now is roughly around 75, 80 degrees, so we're good. So I constantly make adjustments. So for those that are keeping snakes, heat gun is your friend. I think this was like 12 bucks, 14 bucks on Amazon. I can put a description on the, or a link on my description, so you guys can take a look and use this. But this has been pretty accurate for me. Like I said, it's like 11, 12 bucks. One of the best investments you want to have when you are keeping reptiles. Just making sure that, the temps are right. Whatever that temperature doesn't necessarily mean that's what is inside the tub. So you want to make sure that you have this to check the hot spot and the cold spot. So same rack, I got the Freedom Breeder rack there, but the same rack, my buddy built this. Also, I picked this up a few years ago already, and I love it. So so when the other rack became available, I told him, hey, let me know if you're selling that one, because I definitely would like to go ahead and take it. So, but yeah, so far these racks have worked out so far well for me, along with the Freedom Breeder rack. The Freedom Breeder rack is now full. I've got some colubrids on the bottom, 3 corn snakes, and then 6 levels of ball pythons, and then the rest are empty, just kind of using it for storage. I do have my mealworms in there. I keep to grow for these guys. Well, my ball python, I mean well, it's my son's box turtle, and he's somewhere in there. And then I have leopard geckos, feeding the leopard geckos with the mealworms and superworms. But there's one of the corn snakes that I have, and I actually have one more corn snake somewhere in there. She's actually in shed. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the snake room. And there's a few more The last 4 are empty. Some of the males, I use this as my grow out tub. Some of the males are in here, and they usually stay here for a very long time until they get too big, and I move them up to a 28 quart tub, or 32 quart tub. But you know, I try to keep my males small so they stay in a 16 quart tub. And I have some females here that are growing up, and usually they either get upgraded to the 32 quart tubs, or the FB 20 tubs right here. And this is a homemade rack. This is a animal plastic, and these are all animal plastic or sea serpents. So, but yeah, these are the racks that I use. And these ones are where the females go. And that's about it. So yeah, comment below if you guys have any questions on my racks. I have a mixture of professional grade and homemade, but my friend is a professional carpenter, so I would say this is a professionally made, professional grade rack. I mean, this is a 10-year-old wood rack, and he hasn't warped or anything at all, and it's an amazing rack. So I'm glad that I'm actually able to get it. One thing that he recommended was change the casters, because the casters here is a little bit small, so a little bit tougher to move around. But so far, you know, I don't move things around so much. But yeah, that's what he recommended, was if he were to change anything on this, change the casters to something bigger so that you can easily move it around a little bit more. So, all right, let's go move on to snakes. What I'm gonna do is just show you guys a few snakes that just recently shed. This one I posted recently on Instagram, so I wanted to show her a little bit more. This girl is amazing. I mean, I was blown away when I produced her, and I'm glad that at least there was one. When I saw Chris Towers, I think he's from Canada, Chris Towers produced this, showed me on his Instagram a black pastel bamboo. I was like, I gotta make one of those. So I did, and this one's a female. So I'm gonna be keeping this girl, growing her up. She's gorgeous. On the camera, she's a little bit more, like the dorsal is brighter. It's probably because of the lighting, but she's a little bit more gray silver tone, and this is more like tan, or let me see if I can. Yeah, there you go. It's a little bit better. But yeah, this girl is growing pretty well. She eats really good, and I'm glad that I was able to produce her. So yeah, smell in the air. I believe she's about 1,500 gram female. I haven't shown in a while, so I figured go ahead and show her in this video. But she will probably going this year, and this girl is a 3-gene female, pastel Mojave Enchi. Not quite sure what I'm going to be breeding her to yet. We'll see. I was thinking the Enchi Orange Dream, to make some super Enchi Orange Dream. Hopefully we add the Mojave in there, but we'll see. I haven't quite figured out and finalized. I have a little bit of time. Now she has about 200 or 300 more grams to grow before I start pairing her. She still looks a little slim to me, so she will not be seeing any males probably not until around January, February. She's eating well, so maybe end of January. But yeah, wanted to show you guys this girl. She's a little feisty. She gets a little attitude sometimes, but like right now, all these substrate dust. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys this girl, and I'll show you guys one more snake before we wrap up this video. I don't want to make the video too long, so, and before she gets a little upset, I'm gonna go ahead and put her away. Yeah, little girl. There you go. So this last snake that I'm going to show you guys, I posted him on Instagram. This guy is a hidden gene Woma, possible yellow belly gravel, and I actually did an IGTV post on him. But this is just an unusual thing. This is the second time it has happened, but I don't know what it is. Could be the temperature, could be the moisture. I'm not sure. But you know, his tub wasn't soaking wet, or wasn't too hot, because he's the only one that this happened to. Basically, he went into shed, and some of the pigmentation has disappeared. So this, you can see, this one looks almost like a desert color, but his color typically is more like right here. Some of them from his head disappeared. Basically, the lower half of his body has turned into a cream color rather than the tan or brown color. I don't know. I'm gonna keep an eye on him to see if it continues to fade out or disappear. But it's just a weird thing, and I wanted to share with you guys. If this has ever happened to you guys, comment below. Let me know what, you know, if it continued or it's just a one-time thing. But it definitely surprised me, because I mean, look at that color right there, right? The difference. But you know, he's eating. I haven't tried him with, actually I tried him with a female a few months ago, but he was not interested. He's around 900 grams already. He's more than old enough to be able to breed, and more than big enough to breed. So, but he wasn't showing any interest, and I haven't been really rotating him around. The only thing that I have is an ivory female that I wanted to prove out, but I'm gonna use her for a different project instead. So I might be in the market for a big female yellow belly, just to kind of prove her out, to see, hit this guy out, to see if he is actually gravel or just a yellow belly hidden gene Woma, because wouldn't that be cool if I can make some highway hidden gene Woma. But I think he's had enough. He wants to be out. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Comment below, and thanks for watching. Till next time.